DayZ guys, Dom here from Cringy Dad Gaming. So here we are, part 4 of our hardcore survival challenge. This is the Isles mod. Yeah, as we know, it's relatively hard. Bears are quite problematic. We left the stream yesterday with me needing to get some tricycline. I still can't speak today. My brain still doesn't want to work. I managed to find some. So I did say yesterday in the stream I'd probably keep checking back in that clinic before anyone else gets the medicine. Well, I managed to find some, so we've just taken that and hopefully our illness is going to subside. Hello, Marco. Well done for being first in the chat. Super speedy. So once we've got a little bit better, I think we need to kind of move on. Ain't it typical that we've yet again joined... I think the 7 o'clock time when we join, it always seems to be night time. I think we need to try and push that back at some point. Hopefully, tetracycline, that's the one. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I was always want to say tricycline or something. It's tetracycline, yeah. I'm glad someone can read. But maybe we'll have to try and push the stream back a little bit to a little bit of a different time where hopefully we'll be able to join the stream where it's light. Because at the moment it's pitch black and yeah, you can't really see much, can you? Can't see what's going on. Hey, there we go. We're gonna try and push on anyway. See if we can just move out this area a little bit. Start working our way down the coast towards that military camp and kind of finish off what we wanted to do in the other stream, I guess, really. I've got no room in my backpack to be able to store a lot of stuff. We need to find some nails so we can craft some storage boxes to try and store up some of this stuff. I'm a little bit worried that if we go off into the bushes too much, we're going to get eaten by a bear again. And try and stick to the road. So, chat's live, as I'm sure you're aware. Feel free to use it. Hopefully you guys are all alright, had a good day. Sun should be coming up in a minute, to be honest with you. I'm actually just going to load up my map real quick, so bear with me. So this is Deer Isle. That's the map that we're playing on. We know where we are. We're just coming out of Oceanville. We're going to move down to the Fishers Camp, and then from there up towards the military camp, as I've said. Dave, good question. Where did the name Cringy Dad come from? Well, it came from my son, who thinks I'm severely cringy. Probably a few other people would agree that I can be quite cringy. So when I was saying to him, you know, I might start up a YouTube channel for my gaming, what should I call it? You know, maybe you should call it Cringy Dad Gaming. So he was kind of joking with me, bit of banter, and I thought, do you know what? Yeah, let's use that. That'll do. Cringy Dad Gaming. It is. History was made. Well, not quite, but I guess it is history to a certain extent. But yeah. Currently we don't need for anything other than nails, and they are quite hard to find, as they are in most of the hardcore servers that I've played on in the past. We just need to keep an eye out for areas where we could potentially find nails, make sure we're searching it. Oh, we've got a server restart in 15 minutes as well. That's definitely a good start to the stream. It's dark and a server restart, sweet. Can't really plan these things, I don't think, when it's live, can you? These things happen. only reason why I'm doing the stream a little bit earlier is because certain nights of the week I have other commitments and I'm not able to stream later on in the evening. So normally I'd be streaming around 10 or 11 o'clock at night in the UK. A hoodie there with some... Where is that hoodie? There. We definitely want the duct tape, that's for sure. But how can we make space for it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this real quick. I'm going to take another tetracycline. Because that illness is still not gone. Once they're gone, or once it's gone, we're going to eat one of these tinned peaches. And then we've got room. Gold. Duct tape. Evening, Ben. Welcome to the stream. So what do you reckon to my little t-shirt design on knocked up earlier then? Spaghetti in my belly. Not get in my belly, but spaghetti, as in tin spaghetti. Spaghetti in my belly. To be honest with you, Dave, I don't get much time to watch anything, really. Anything I am kind of putting on at the moment while I'm chilling is the Curse of Skinwalker Ranch on the History Channel, because it's quite interesting. It's got almost aliens and paranormal stuff in there, so two things I'm interested in. So believe it or not, I don't get a chance to watch a lot of other games or gamers or gameplay from anyone. And when I am doing stuff, I'm usually editing or creating my own stuff. So yeah, I didn't see that, sorry. The t-shirt looks cool in black. Yeah, I might get a couple. I might actually design it properly. That was just something I knocked together quickly. But I might design it properly and maybe do a few. I don't know. Just for fun, I guess. Really, the channel's nowhere near being able to put together merchandise yet. I don't think. Eventually, maybe in the future, we'll come up with a few funny things to put on t-shirts. As we said before on a previous stream, I think that would be quite cool. Now, this illness is taking a long time to go away, so... Looks like it's getting light outside though, so that's good. So it wasn't actually too bad. We kind of maybe timed it just right then. Sun's coming up, that means we should have a bit of light for the next hour and a half to 2 hours, which is probably how long the stream will be, if I can... last that long. This is definitely being stubborn. Because I'm triple carrying as well, we want to keep the spade because we're going to want to bury our boot here. We want to bury our treasures once we've got it. I need to get rid of these tin peaches so I can... You know what, I'm going to start slowly eating it. If we eat any quicker than this, we're going to throw up. Oh, there we go. I already did. That was a waste. I can't remember how long it took for it to for the illness to go away last time we were ill, and we had to take the antibiotics. Didn't feel like it was this long, but then again, I think it depends on how long you've had it for before you treat it. Nope. That's the second tetracycline tablet that's ran out, and it's still there. Let's start moving on. Hey Rob, how you doing? You alright? I don't necessarily want to start trying to find and dig up your stash, dude. That's for you guys, isn't it? You might need it at some point. I appreciate the sentiment, but hey, you're also kind of making the challenge of this a little bit too easy for me if you start giving me too much stuff. So the whole point of me playing this server was for me to really try and challenge myself, because I was finding vanilla and some other servers I was playing on maybe just a little bit too easy. So like this has been the first time I've actually died in DayZ in a very long time, like from those bears. So it's quite good. It's quite a good feeling, I think. How did that miss her? That was like right in her head. That's not true. Tommy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, buddy. So basically what I did today, you know, we were getting all that stuttering every time we killed a zombie. I decided to swap the hard drives that the game was on, so I had to uninstall the game earlier and then reinstall it on another hard drive. So it's on a SSD now, a solid state drive. So hopefully the stuttering should be reduced a little bit. Fingers crossed. Well, that's fine. I mean, Rob, I can check your stashes for you if you want me to, bud, if you know where they are. But, you know, maybe that's something we should do off stream, so anyone watching decides to come on and then rob all your gear. Do you know what I mean? I won't, because I'm a trustworthy soul. But other people watching, who knows? They might be like, ah, there's a decent stash there on that server. Let's go and rob it. Drink this too fast. Make the same mistake as we did with the peaches. Tin of beans here I want. Gonna be able to make some room for that. Decisions on what we drop. What we're gonna do is we're gonna drink the Pepsi Cola, which will clear a little bit of space. So yeah, at the moment, like I'd say probably 80% of this game is inventory management right now. Once we offload a load of this stuff, we'll be cool. We'll be able to start going and hopefully getting some better gear. Dave, I could definitely review some Doom Eternal videos, but I don't know if anyone really cares about my opinion, to be honest with you. Do you know what I mean? I would say that I have relatively good taste for games, and I think I kind of, you know what I like and what's good and what others might like, but that's what I think. It doesn't necessarily mean anyone's going to agree with me, but we'll see. Wow, this infection is stubborn. Well, I say infection, what was it? Food poisoning or something? I don't know. I ate some meat with bloodied hands, I think, actually, didn't I? We were going to die. And I actually had to waffle down some fat real quick. I was going to say, Rob, I bet you're pretty well geared right now, son, after being on here for a while. Hopefully I'll be in the same boat soon as well, as long as I don't get eaten again. We start in 5 minutes. Okay, so we cleared 2 slots there. What can we lose? Decisions. Hate losing stuff as well. Oh, something bugged me yesterday. I dropped a steak knife, but it was actually the decent one that I dropped. To be honest with you, though, we don't need that because we've already determined we've got a pristine hunting knife, so I think we'll be alright. So there we go. We've made our decision. Man, this illness is still there. Stubborn as hell. Let's start making our way. If anyone hears a bear, let me know. You're probably right, Dave. I think they probably do mean the same thing, but then again, I'm not good with big words. I hear what you're saying, Rob. It can. It most definitely can, and I can agree in this server. It's definitely a challenging server. I didn't expect it to be as challenging, which is good. It's quite brave of the person's server, whoever server it is. I really have trouble speaking. I do for some strange reason. I think purely for the fact that sometimes there's a chance that if it's a little bit too hard, it could put people off playing on it. I guess there's going to be a few hardcore players out there like us that want the challenge. I've probably already sterilised these bandages 1,000 times, but hey, I need to clear some space out. I want to feel like I've actually used something. Oh, Ben, yeah. Unfortunately, mate, you will. That will happen. You'll be curious, and sometimes you'll make a mistake, and you'll die, and you'll lose your gear. That's all part of the learning curve. Alright, so server's just restarting, so just got to give it a second. But until you explore places and figure out what's what, you're never really going to be able to kind of get anywhere with the game. And then the thing is, the great thing about this is it's so dynamic that even if you did stay away from the trouble, you could just be sitting there minding your own business one day in a bush eating your tin of beans, and suddenly the "you are dead" flashes up on the screen and you don't even hear anything. You don't even hear a shot of a gun. You're just suddenly dead and you're like, wow, what the hell happened there? And it's just someone in the bush with a sniper rifle who's just shot you in the head. So you never know. You can never tell when you're going to peg it in DayZ. And that's the thing. It's the challenge of like I said, I think the longest I've survived is over 100 hours without dying. It might have been a little bit more than that actually, but let's try now. I'm impatient. I would have thought that'd be enough time for a server to restart. No, okay, it's not. It's doing lots of things behind the scenes. I never played any of the SpongeBob games, Dave. No, I've not, mate. Sorry. I'm not very clued up on them. Not really my style of games. I was more into the horror and shooter kind of zombie genre back then on the PS2. And you will find better gear as you go more inland usually. If we're playing a vanilla server at least. Further north you go, usually the better gear you get. And they're saying that I think it took us a while to find those night vision goggles, didn't it? You might be lucky. You might be able to find some decent gear. Here we go. We're back into business. The Isles. And the bears are faster than Linford Christie. Oh, look at that, the rain stopped as well, that's nice. Why does it keep giving us all these good things to pick up? I ain't got no room for it. Oh, the server's restarted and we've suddenly got all the gear, all the loot. All the tasty loots. But we've got to find nails, so let's try and concentrate. We've got some wood there. I know we can cut it from a tree, but nails is what we need. And you know what? We're gonna have to go. This is where it starts getting dangerous when we go off into the countryside. In the country, we're going off into the countryside. It's just how I say it. Should be right here. I don't know if bears would come into this area or not. I don't know. We've not encountered them anywhere around like this before. But this is the little fisher's camp, is it? Yes, fisher's camp. From here we're going to go up the coast up to the next camp, and then from there hopefully we'll survive and manage to make it to the military camp and hopefully get ourselves some decent guns. Already got a gas stove, we've just got to find the gas can for it. Oh yeah, while also keeping an eye out for any other faction that may want to kill me and take my stuff, because I'm quite plump at the moment. Plump with loot. You looking at, dumbass? Come at me then, bro. More zombies through here. Because I'm triple carrying, I'm going to have to drop what I got in my hands to be able to use my axe. Well, oh, that's right, of course, they come through the doors, I forgot about that. Nowhere's safe. Not all, apparently they won't get through all doors, so oh yeah, they won't get through that one there. Drop our rifle down on there so we know where it is. Oh, 4 zombies, okay, alright. Oh no, we're in trouble. Make it 5 zombies. How can he get me from there? Dumbass zombies. It's a little bit frustrating how they can run through the doors and that, but I've read that apparently it's something wrong with something in the mod and they can't quite figure out how to fix it, because when they fix it something else goes wrong somewhere else. It's a complexity of codes and whatnot, I think. Dave, the reason why the regular servers have better gear is because the way the loot spawns into the game is determined by a setting, and the private servers, people can choose the settings of how much gear spawns in, and that's what makes it hardcore, as they'll reduce the amount of loot, the amount of food, that sort of thing. So it's set that way on purpose. Can I reach these from here? Oh, I've just jumped down, I didn't want to do that. I'm dead. About to die. Look, red health. That was close. I think we might just have to shoot these and make some noise, otherwise we ain't going to get away. Just going to do it. Did we have anything with a silencer on it? I don't think we did we? Nope. It still freezes even with a solid state drive sometimes when you kill these zombies. So it's not anything to do with the hard drive, it is actually the game mechanics then. Yes, hello everybody, you know I'm here now. Don't shoot me. Please, I'm already almost dead. This stupid illness doesn't want to go away either. It would seem then climbing up on things are the best thing to do rather than trying to run inside a house and shut the door. So from now on, if we need to get away from zombies, we just need to try and climb up onto a wall or a roof of something or a car like this. So I'm adapting already to this map. Didn't want to bother looking to see what these guys have got on them because I can't use any of it. We got any painkillers? Did we? Yeah, we did. Painkillers, okay. So that's... Do I think Gears of War could exist without Halo, Dave? Yeah, why not? I think they're two very different games, to be honest with you. We had a Mosin, we'd be well happy now because we find all the Mosin ammo. Just to fill in. Gas stove. Weight rounds. Check them. We've got 2 boxes of Mosin rounds, so we don't really need the loose ones. Let's get rid of them. Trousers I'm wearing at the moment are absolutely trashed. We've got a fresh pair of Hunter ones here, but they don't have as much room in them. Don't know if it will allow me to repair clothes in this with duct tape. No, be a sewing kit. I've only got a leather sewing kit and that won't work. Clothing. Might have to sack off some of this fat. Bit greedy of us. Some of it started to go sour anyway. We need to cook this up soon. So we'll take more damage if our clothes are damaged. Decisions. Let's get rid of the head torch. We've got too many lighters, we don't need that. Let's not be too precious. IV starter kit, let's get rid of that. Dave, I think Doom Eternal was a good game, bud, but like a lot of people didn't like all the platforming in it. There was quite a bit of platforming, and it's kind of padding out the game a little bit. A few people weren't happy with that, but it's still a decent game, I think. Just don't understand why I'm still unwell. Sure, I just took one of those. Okay. Something's going a bit wrong here because I'm taking tablets and the symbol to taking the tablet's not coming up on the other side. I think I might have to log out and log back in again. Something's gone a little bit wrong. Sometimes this happens. You have to log out and log back in again. Like sometimes there's a desync in the game. You like try and pick something up off the floor or move something in your inventory. It doesn't allow it. It's a little bit of a pain in the backside. But the only way really to fix that is to exit out of the game and load back in again. Well, we come back from the brink of death almost, but we still got this illness, which is really frustrating me now because I should have been gone by now. Yes, Rob, definitely. I think doing a survival series on the server may be something that I'll do. At the moment, I'm just kind of getting into it. To be honest with you, DayZ's been more popular on my channel than I thought it was going to be. Like, usually, because originally my channel, the Cringy Dad Gaming channel, was designed more towards gaming guides. So like back in the day when I was gaming, if you got stuck on a game, you'd buy a magazine or a book or something to give you some tips on it. Like nowadays, everyone just uses the internet for that stuff. So I thought, well, you know, if I'm finding something in a game hard, there's going to be someone out there that might be stuck on it. And if I make a video on how to do something, it might help others. And those were the videos that were quite popular. But some of the DayZ stuff that I've done, I never really thought it would necessarily be that popular because there's so many people out there that are like really huge that do DayZ. But who knows? It's clear that you can never have too much DayZ. Everyone loves a bit of DayZ. Look, you see now I've logged back in. That little tablet symbol's appeared back down in the right-hand bottom corner of the screen. The symbol next to the food poisoning symbol or whatever that symbol is. So even though I took the tablets, it did register it. It just didn't show it on the screen. Tetracycline ain't even touching the sides. Am I ever going to get well? I think I left it too long. I think while we're here at this campsite, we might as well just actually build a fire here and actually cook this fat up. I haven't even got a shotgun, so I don't... Though saying that, I'd rather have a full pack of shotgun shells, just in case. Yes, Ben, that's the one that did alright, the DayZ Beginner's Guide that I did live. Quite a few people have said that they've taken some helpful tips from that, so I'm quite happy that I've been able to help some people, you know? It's not a bad idea, Rob. I really appreciate the feedback, man. It's definitely an idea, and once I kind of get a little bit more established on the server, I think that might be definitely something we'll do. Dave, what you're saying, do you think first-person shooter games should be banned because they're violent? Nah, I don't agree with that at all, mate. That's absolutely rubbish. I don't think watching a movie or playing a game makes you go out and reenact that. It's about education, about learning what's right and wrong. And if people are going to go out into the world and do something wrong, it's purely for the fact that they've not been taught very well. Maybe they've had a bad upbringing. Who knows? How you doing? Ben bought the game off the back of that video. That's cool to know. Yeah, governments. Unfortunately, on the stream, I can't get into that conversation, but I've definitely got my feelings on that, that's for sure. Who knows? So, yeah. Unfortunately, the stream isn't really the place for me to be airing that, because you know what it's like. I'll just get squashed. Rob, I'm definitely going to take your feedback on board, bud. I don't think that's a bad idea. First, before I do a video on how to survive on Deer Island, I need to learn how to survive on Deer Island myself and not keep dying to bears. So hopefully we've learnt our lessons. Now let's see if we can continue and hopefully make it. If we survive and get this gear that I want to try and find at the military camp, and then maybe establish a camp and get some gear stashed away, maybe then I can do it. But to be honest with you, I would like to explore the island a little bit more and find out what's out there. Like, I've kind of got my head a little bit around this part of the map, but there's still quite a big area for me to find. Yes, my infection's finally gone. Happy days. Hallelujah. Let's not get ill again, shall we? Because that was just horrible. We can drink to our heart's content now. Let's fill that belly up with some refreshing water. Of course, Tommy. Yes, happy birthday, Alex. I hope you have a fantastic day. I know it's quite a difficult time at the moment to enjoy your birthday, but hopefully if you stay safe, you'll have plenty more birthdays to enjoy in the future. But I really appreciate you guys spending Alex's birthday watching the DayZ stream. That's really cool, man. Thanks for that. Dave, if only people did know the difference between reality and fantasy. Yeah, I know. I was nearly going to say, yeah, sometimes people just need a slap, but that's not really a good way of me trying to kind of distinguish people not using computer game violence in the real world, is it? Lead by example. Alright, let's get our head around what we were going to do. We were going to cook this fat up before it goes off. Then try and avoid the bears down the coast. Right, yes, right. Let's get back on track. Make a fire, cook some meat, because now we can gorge ourselves if we need to. Well, that came down easy, didn't it? Oh, my newfound strength. Don't want a wooden log. We do. Oh no, we do. That's actually, we do want a wooden log. Make a fire. I was thinking wooden planks for some reason. I don't need to make planks yet. I still haven't found nails. What we're going to do is we're going to use the paper out of the box rifle slugs to make ourselves a fire with this. So craft the fireplace. Yeah, no worries, Tommy. It's all good. Who knows? Cheers, man. I appreciate that. I haven't really done anything, though. I don't understand. Like, I haven't really done anything, have I? And I'm not even being overly cringy either. To be honest with you, I kind of try not to be too cringy because I don't want everyone to unsubscribe. Nah, what you see is what you get with me, really. To be honest with you, I'm pretty transparent. The only thing people haven't seen is my bad temper that I have sometimes. I can flip quite easy. I can get a little bit angry quite quick over things. Although I have learned to manage that over the years. Back in the day, I was one of those lads here. If I got angry too much, I used to put my fist through a door. That was me. Again, at least the thing about me is I'll kind of learn and I'll try and grow from the experiences I have. And I think that's all you can do nowadays, really. We all make mistakes. We'll do things we don't, you know, we should have done and we're not proud of, but, you know. I appreciate the love, dude. That's nice, thanks. Oh, that's really nice. It's nice when you get a donation, you know what I mean? That's the thing about me, Ben. I've learned to kind of... Oh, what's the saying? It's like a swan. It's like a swan. They look like they're gracefully gliding across the water, but like underneath, they're like the feet's going like that. It's kind of almost like me when I'm playing this game. Like I may come across as being quite, you know, kind of calm, but underneath the surface, inside, I'm raging. I've got a cat in here meowing at me. What are you meowing at? I've just fed you, dude. Fed you before the stream, bud. What do you want? He normally only comes over to me and starts meowing when he wants feeding. Doesn't want to know me any other time until he wants food. He's like, food provider, please feed me. It's feed time. No, it's not. I fed you, dude. What do you... You try and fuss him and he runs off. Unless he wants something and I'll let you cuddle him then. That's it. You go and scratchy scratch post. Good kitty. Every day's a school day, that's right. And you're right, Dave, violence has always been part of video game storytelling and in movies. Unfortunately, there is a lot of violence in the world and you can't get away from that, but I don't think video games cause that. I think it's already in people. Unfortunately, we have got a primitive side to us. Some people can't control that. Some people control it better. And again, like I said, it's all down to education at the end of the day. We've all got a common goal, and that's just to get through life as easy as we can and without as... well, with as little drama as possible. You know what I mean? Some people just like the drama though, don't they? I guess that's right, mate. Some people do take a little longer to get to know themselves. Got ourselves some good fat going on now. Stuff is like what we want in this server. This is going to keep it going for a long time. I think a strong role model is really important. Who knows? Definitely. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the parents ain't. I mean, my upbringing weren't the best, but, you know, I think we've all had rough times. The thing that actually made me kind of wake up a little bit was actually having kids myself, believe it or not. That's kind of what switched me on a little bit, because I had something bigger than me to actually care about. You know, sitting around the campfire, we could be singing Kumbaya or something here, but you know, we're not. We're talking about life's lessons. I think we got a little bit deep there for a minute, didn't we? For anyone joining the stream, don't worry, this is not an episode of Dr. Phil. We're just roasting the fat. That's right. Most definitely. I think some people, you know, they're just a little bit hungry to kind of get places. People that have already got it all on their plate, they turn out to be quite toxic sometimes, don't they? They look down their nose at other people. So sometimes coming from nothing is actually what's the word I'm looking for? It's actually a godsend, you know? It's nice to hear. Who knows? And I have still got to jump over to one of your streets at some point, but it's just I've had so much other stuff going on at the moment. I've been quite busy, but I will try and nip over at some point. Old boys chatting, yeah. Wow. Don't know, at the moment we can't go out and meet with friends and chat about stuff, can we? So this is kind of social distancing at its best. Hey, look, there's old Deadly. He's found you, Mick. Thanks, Deadly. You're a dude. And that's the thing, Dave. It's down to the parents to not buy things that are inappropriate for their children to play. It includes computer games as well. I still don't think it's necessarily what causes them to do bad things, but I do think it can desensitize sometimes if you watch stuff from a young age like that. So then again, I've not killed anyone yet, and I was watching like 18 rated horror movies when I was like 9. You know, so the thing is, back in the day then, I used to go up to my local corner shop, and the guy in there, he used to be like, did your mum say you can have this film? Can you watch it? And I was like, yeah, of course. And I used to go there, I used to buy all sorts of, well, not buy, but rent all sorts of horror movies, you know, like the original Hellraisers, Poltergeist, all sorts of stuff like that, like Nightmare on Elm Street. And I was like, I was a kid. So there's some responsibility out there as well. Others have to take some responsibility to make sure children are not being subjected to things that aren't right for them. Again, I think we get a little bit deep on the stream. I have got a fair bit of fat, and the reason why I've got so much fat, Deadly, is because I've found that that's actually the best source of sustenance, at least in this map, because some of the food in this don't touch the sides. Your hunger goes down so quick, especially if you get cold. That fat is going to keep us going for a while, which means we ain't got to worry about hunger, because this mod, the Isles, is the first modded server in a long time that I've actually died of hunger. I haven't died of hunger in such a long time. I want to swap. Come on. I can remember walking down the road one day and I saw this carrier bag in a ditch. And I opened it up and it had all these VHS tapes in it that had no labels on them. And I was like, what are these? So I took them home, put them in the VHS, and they were blue movies as well. So I would have dumped them. Maybe he was a little bit worried his wife was going to find them. didn't really watch much TV Deadly as a kid, to be honest with you. I was always watching horror films, remember? Of that, I was in my bedroom playing Resident Evil. The original, obviously. Oh yeah, of course, who knows? Yeah, you did got all my mates round and said, "Watch this." All sat around the TV in the living room. That's really odd. I could never do that now. I could never sit there and watch a blue movie with other people. That's cringe, mate. That'd make me feel really uncomfortable now. As a young kid, you like, yeah, I guess it's different back then. That's the plan, Deadly. The food to last me a long time, so I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll concentrate on other stuff. So how was tonight's stream? Yeah, well, I spent probably about an hour cooking all the fat and the meat I had in my bag, which was taking up all my inventory. Only to then trot off down the coast and get eaten by a bear again. No, that's not going to happen. Not this time, I'm hoping. Confessions of a window cleaner. I'm just surprised you remember the name of it. Alright, we've got two more pieces of meat to cook, and we're good to move on. Next on the list is nails. There's no point in us heading up to the military camp to get more gear when we've got no room in our inventory to get more gear. So we've got to find nails so we can make some storage boxes so we can store the stuff away. I'm just hoping on this server it's not going to be like other servers where you've got to have like about 50 nails and like 10 planks of wood to be able to make one little box. We'll see. The bear will smell you coming. To be honest with you, that's not a bad point. The bear will smell me coming. But I would sling it a piece of meat and it would go over and eat the meat because the meat would probably smell tastier than me. In this game you can't do that. It'd be nice if you could. It'd be nice if you could decoy the bear away. Bears are usually scared by loud noises as well. If you shoot at it in this game, they don't. They just keep charging at you. Alright. We're going to pop our head out here and get shot by someone now. You've got to remember there are other players on this server and some of them may be hostiles. So... oh, small gift box. I was hoping it'd have nails. It's not got them. Oh well. I am literally going to eat one of these pieces of fat just to clear up a nice big chunk of my inventory. Dave, I've not played Doom Eternal for a while, so I wouldn't be able to comment on the frame rate issues there, bud. But Goosebumps was a little bit past my kind of time, I think. I was a little bit too old for that when that came out, so I wasn't really into that sort of thing then. And Goosebumps was a little bit too kiddie for me. Obviously, I was watching 18 certificate films at kind of like 9, so... Right, so I know I went down the coast last time. We're going to stick to the road. Just hoping that the road may offer us some security from the bears. I don't know if it will. I'm kind of hoping that the bear spawns are going to be a little bit away from the road. I've never seen a bear on a road. So, fingers crossed. Why won't you get up on that wall, dude? Oh, can't be bothered. Right, let's get into it now then. Really? Did we miss one piece of meat that we didn't cook? Got on the floor. Sure, I cooked all of them. Maybe I didn't. If there's suddenly a pause of me talking, which I know is surprising because I don't shut up, it's because I'm listening for bears. Well, we did get stealthed by the last one, didn't we? Tricked us pretending to be a pig. What is that on top of that car? Ah, it's a woolly hat. Hey. Let's have a look in this little factory thing. Lots of axes. I don't think I've really ever found anything in any of these rooms, these factories. Sometimes you find some stuff in there, but very rare. These flickering shadows keep making me think that there's someone there. I'm like really seeing things again today. Where's a building site when you need one? Although usually I've found the most of my nails in garages. But not the single garages on their own, but like the ones when you normally got 3 or 4 together. I've not come across any of them really yet. I don't think I've been anywhere big enough to find any of them. Well, there might have been over that, when we came over that bridge. I think there was maybe some there. We would have searched them and there weren't no nails. We got gloves yet? No, we ain't. Take the fingerless gloves then. Just need to very quickly check the map. Just to see where we're at. There's a garage near here. Thought I saw it in the distance. This has got to be the worst rifle to have as well if there is a bear. Ain't gonna do nothing. It's like throwing harsh words at it. search this little area here. The workshop's over here. The hell? Gravy. Got room for it. We ain't got a holster either, have we? Right. Handguns only become useful when you've got a suppressor on them. You use them to kill the Zeds with. I don't think I've ever found nails in anywhere like this, though, to be honest with you. Morning, Vicar. Checked in that one already. Sometimes people make offerings in these things to the gods. They sometimes make offerings of very weird stuff. These shrines, so maybe I should go and check these other two that are over here. Just in case someone decided to offer up a whole box of very rare nails. I was playing another server a little while ago, which is a hardcore server, and I'm telling you now, it was easier to find rocking horse shit than it was to find nails. Oh, someone's been building a base here. Is this active? Is that an active base? There's part of that wall looks like it's down there. I don't want to go into someone's base without realising it and then they shoot me for trespassing. While we're still trying to get ourselves established, let's not poke the hornet's nest too early, eh? Oh, really? Forgive me, Father. That's right. Say hello to him for me. It's a horrible place for a sunflower to be grown. An old Farmer Giles over here. I want to try and avoid. It's all these military sweaters everywhere, but they've got very little inventory space. Oh, yeah, of course. That's right, that's right. Marco, yes, mate, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, mate. That's one unfortunate thing about consoles, but you can't get the modded servers, unfortunately. If you got yourself a gaming lap, well, not even a gaming laptop. If you got, oh, here we go. There's the garages. If you got yourself a laptop or something, you can play this on the really low settings. And it'll run on a potato, pretty much. But most modern laptops and stuff now have got enough juice in them to be able to play these sort of games. Yeah, look, there's. Someone's built a base here at some point, or they're building base. Starting to build a base, so we want to be careful, actually. They might be in the area building right now. Can you hear another zombie around here? Oh, here we go. I really don't like all this bouncing between triple carry though. When you triple carry, I have to keep dropping something to be able to swap. But I don't know how easy it is going to be for me to be able to find a shovel again. And I don't want to then be looking for a shovel when I need one to be able to bury my stuff. To be honest with you, no shutting doors don't really do anything against zombies in this, but it will stop other people from seeing me. So sneak out the back door. I need to go back round to the front where we were a minute ago anyway. Think nails, come on. There has to be some nails in one of these because there's no other garages for miles that I've seen, and this is usually where they spawn most of the time. God damn it. Okay, Rob, I missed a few people's messages there. We've noticed if you don't shoot at the bear, it will attack you, knock you out, but not kill you. If you shoot it, you're dead. Yeah, we figured that out yesterday. But the only problem is with getting knocked out is if you're bleeding, you'll sometimes bleed out if you've not got much blood left. So the only reason why I tried to shoot the bear yesterday was to see if we could scare it away, because I knew that if it knocked me out again and I bled, that I would die anyway. So I just tried my luck, but you're definitely right with that, and that's definitely good to know. What else have I missed? I think that's you guys talking to each other. Okay, cool. Well, no nails here. There is another garage just over. Oh no, it's not. It's a outhouse, a shed, or whatever it is. You raided that area, did you, around the church, Rob? I don't want to go in here just in case there's someone in here and they shoot me. Yeah, I'm not... They would have took all the decent loot if it's been looted anyway. Just waste of time. Yeah, we've already been in there. I've been in this one though. I should really be shutting the doors. Ooh. Yes. Field shovel takes up so little space that we don't have to be triple carrying anymore. Doesn't mean we're forced to eat more pork scratchings. And actually pork scratchings, this is wolf fat. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Survival of the fittest, Rob. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do to survive, you know? I've made some bad choices in this game before. I've done some horrible things to people. At the end of the day, sometimes that's what we got to do. And it is only a game anyway. But would you do those things in real life? Who knows? Depends on if you push to the limit or not, doesn't it? Did that clip just go? Feel a little bit more comfortable now, not having to keep dropping that rifle every time we need to switch over to a melee, so that's gonna make it a lot easier for us now. Aw, Teddy! Rotten apples. I don't think eating the rotten apples really does anything. I've not been ill from eating rotten apples. I thought they'd maybe make you ill, but they don't seem to. Let's very quickly sterilise these bandages with this disinfectant while we're here. Because we dropped our alcoholic tincture, didn't we? Oh, I see. That's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, if no one's using it anymore, it's been abandoned, then you got to recycle those nails. Actually, that's a really good idea. Yeah. Maybe we could go and check to see if there's any nails left around that bit that's been taken down. Not the bit you took down, but the other bit near the church. Did you say you needed a sledgehammer or a fireman's axe to be able to take down the bases in this game? Well, I haven't got that, so I can't take any of those barriers down, but there might be some nails left. Unless I'm wasting my time going back there, though. The alco stuff? What, you mean the alcoholic tincture? So the alcoholic tincture that you come across in this game, you just use it to sterilise rags and bandages. So it means when you heal your cuts, you're not going to get like an infection in it. So if you heal yourself with like dirty cloths or dirty bandages or unsterilised bandages, then there's a chance you could get an infection and then you're going to need antibiotics. Which won't happen if you sterilise them first before you use them. But you have to sterilise them after each use, basically. Did I have epoxy putty? I didn't. Oh look, I think I just saw a bear down there. I think this is the area we died last time to the bear, wasn't it? I recognise this area. I'm sure it was. I'm sure this is the area we made it to when we were trying to get back to our dead body last time. The bear got us and it got us a second time. Same bear, same area. Yeah, it is. Because I climbed up on that wall there, dropped down, ran up there, and then heard something that I thought was a pig come back down and then died. That's the thing, Rob. I think if everyone's trying to reach that common goal of surviving, sometimes you've got to help each other. And that's, I think, sometimes the difference between the modded servers and the vanilla servers. You play on official servers and just everyone will kill you on sight. And sometimes on these servers you will find people that are friendly and helpful, but there's also a risk there that they might not be, and you get too close and they kill you. Lost all your gear. Again. It's not nice. Let's have a quick look up on this scaffolding, see if there's any nails here. No. Annoying. Actually, I didn't look in that utility building, whatever you want to call it. Don't even know what these things are called. It's where they keep some sort of transformer, or not the robot. Obviously, not a transformer robot. It wouldn't be fitting there, would it? Ah, a woolly hat. That's helpful. Nah. Yeah, I love that's the thing I love about DayZ though, Rob, is the depth that the game has in places that sometimes you find it out and it kind of like, oh wow, how cool is that? Like, I could make myself a ghillie hood right now, but I don't think I should, because last time I made that ghillie hood I died, didn't I? I think those ghillie hoods attract the bears. No, they don't, but I don't want to lose the helmet I've got at the moment, but we've got to clear some space with the netting. So I'm going to be forced to eat one of these juicy wolf steaks, I think. Because we will want to make a ghillie suit at some point. Sit here and eat that. Well, it's definitely the right time to be disinfecting everything, isn't it? You don't want to be catching COVID. Especially if antibiotics are quite hard to come across. I mean, look how stubborn mine was. I had 12 tetracyclines and it had to take half of that pretty much to be able to get rid of that infection. Yes, who knows? Thanks for popping in, Bird. Like I said, I will try and pop over to your channel when you stream at some point. Check out your channel. So peace, man. Have a good one. Oh look. Of course I would run the direction of 2 zombies. Luckily enough they ran in a different direction. The hell is that? Sort of makeshift door there or something. Oh, here he is. Oh, let's open another box of nails on him. That's the head torches, not a lot of anything else. No one's been here because both upstairs doors are shut. You know if someone's been here because these would both be open. Unless they close them like I do. A quick look on the map. Let's camp a little bit further down. Oh, okay, Rob. Is netting like really rare in this then? What would you trade me for the netting? I'm intrigued. Now I'm about to find out the worth of netting in this map with what you offer me. Can you imagine how horrified you would have been if I'd left it? No, I ain't got room for the netting, I'll leave it. Alright, let's check the campsite. Burlap courier bag. That been made and dropped by someone. I was hoping it'd let me dismantle it. It's not. Pumpkin seeds, it ain't Halloween. Who eats pumpkin anyway? Like, people make pumpkin pie, pumpkin soup, and all sorts of different pumpkin stuff. Like, really? Like, if you ever smelt that when you scrape it out to make your pumpkin at Halloween, it's rank. Like, you eat that. Nasty. Think about it anymore. I'm going to dry retch. Alright, we've got the canister for our gas stove is ready to rock. Just need a cooking pot for it now. They're saying that I've never tried actually roasting anything on it. I'm not sure if you can. Might be able to. 2 308 rounds. I ain't got the space for them. How many 308 rounds did I find earlier? 5. They won't let me combine them because they're not tracers, and these ones are. Zucchini seeds. Now I want to keep them. Decisions. Let's leave the 308 rounds. 2 rounds. Actually, no. Let's get rid of the matches. Take the 308 rounds. Purely for the fact that I can actually make... Oh, okay, now it's saying they're tracers. Okay, alright, fair enough. Didn't think they were. That's fine, we can combine them then. I was going to say, you can make like a drill kit. Create a fire. Hang on, did I just hear someone talking? No, I didn't hear anyone talking. It was my stomach growling because I'm hungry. Or stomach grumbling, whatever you want, whatever you call it. One 308 tracer rounds, nice. I wish I had a belt right now. Just found a sheath. Okay, so how many nails would you trade for me for said netting? Just out of curiosity. I don't want to get your hopes up or anything there, Rob. I'm not sure if I will trade yet, but, you know. Just interested to know. Because remember, I also quite partial to a ghillie suit. Is there a water pump around here? Should be. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that strawberry jam. We're saving that for hard times if we can. It'd be good to bury that. What we need to do now is find the hunt at the top to go with that, and I'm almost back to where we were originally when we died, when I got all happy and then died, and then was unhappy again for a little while. Oh look, it's Negan. Back. Okay, let's try and... I'm just going to have a quick look at the map and try and figure out if there's anywhere else around here where we might be able to potentially locate some nails. There is a few garages at this military area. The thing is, I'm really reluctant to go to the military area just purely for the fact that if I do go there, I'm likely to find stuff that's good, and I'm going to be frustrated that I'm not going to be able to pick half of it up. Because you just know that when you do then go back there, that it'll probably be gone. I'm going to get all upset and maybe cry. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to head back towards where that church and that was, where we found those fences, like the player-made fences. I'm going to see if any of those have been broke down, which they look like they had been. If there was any nails left there. I doubt there would be, but worth a try. I never really had any problems with Destiny 2, Dave. I must have been quite lucky. I never had any issues, so... Might depend on what server you're playing on as well. So a full box of nails, that's 50 nails, is that right? So how many nails does it take to make storage boxes? Because I've not yet made a storage box in this. It varies depending on the server settings. Like the one server, like I was saying, one server I played on, it only made 50 make one box. Rob, I'll hold on to the netting for you then. And we'll probably do a little trade at some point then, when you're on. Hopefully I won't die and lose it, so I'll keep looking for nails anyway, but either way, I'll probably still trade it with you. You're probably closer to crafting a ghillie suit than I am, and to be honest with you, you helped me out quite a bit so far, so with your knowledge of this server. But yeah, we'll figure something out, mate. I'm not that precious. To be honest with you, I like trying to find stuff. This is kind of part of the scavenging that I like. I'm one of these people when I used to play like Fallout and stuff that I would search every single box that I'd come across. I was really anal about it. It's because you just never know when you're going to find something good, do you? That one box you don't search. Alright, let's not leave that bottle behind. Let's make a suppressor out of it because we have got duct tape. Right, we've got a makeshift suppressor now, so we can get a couple of shots off of this without making too much noise. Try and find back the way where we were. Wasn't far from here, was it? I don't think. Yeah, it's near here. We're gonna swap these axes. I know that one's still pristine, but we've used it a fair bit and it's probably close to being worn now, so we've got a pristine one there then. Yeah, you're right. That is a lot of nails. Oh, you've got 100 per box, but it makes 50 nails to make one storage box. Yeah, it's a lot. I think in these hardcore servers that setting's pretty much standard. That's a lot of nails to make one box. I'm trying to count how many nails it would take to put it together, and also some of them take 10 wooden planks. Got a machete already. Machete. Cut this burlap sack up into strips. Yeah, I mean, I would like to find a barrel or a tent, but the chances of me finding a barrel or a tent at the moment, I think, is pretty slim. And the great thing about making a storage box is I can pretty much make a storage box wherever I am at the time. And because I'm not sure on where I'm going to set up camp yet, means I can find a place where I'm going to remember and then just bury and stash some stuff. You can always go back and get it later on. Because at the moment now I'm being restricted to what I can actually carry. And I am using stuff for the sake of it at the moment, which really I don't want to. Like, I'm eating stuff to clear space in my inventory when I don't necessarily need to eat. And that's just a waste, really. Let's crack on. Minecraft's not a bad game, Dave. I'll tell you what I am impressed with though, and I can't wait for them to release Minecraft with the ray tracing. So I downloaded the beta for the ray tracing because I'm lucky enough to have an RTX Nvidia card, and my god, Minecraft with ray tracing is very pretty. But it's only a beta at the moment, so you can only play kind of like demo levels. You can't actually play the whole game with ray tracing on. So I'm excited for when they release it with ray tracing. I'll probably play it again then. I played it quite a bit on PS4 when they released the PS4 edition of Minecraft. It's quite an addictive game, quite easy to relax to, nice peaceful music. Where was the church? Was it over? Yeah, it's just behind these houses, I think. It was just opposite the flats or tower block, whatever you want to call that. I don't even know what you call it. Block of flats. Should just be a block. I'm going to try and avoid the Vicar of Dibley if we can. Oh, there's 2 vicars, 3 vicars, 4 vicars, 5 vicars. God, how many vicars does one church need? You see all these? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a God of fish alive. Oh, that's 7. Say a prayer. No nails. Oh, someone's left a note. You've been framed. Right. What was a barrel? There's wooden planks there, but no nails. The dry bags are the small ones though, aren't they, Rob? I don't think you can fit much in them. I want to be able to fit weapons in them. But, by the looks at these guys have already been raided. Like, nothing's locked up. I'm just gonna borrow this barrel, I think, from them. Sure they won't mind. Don't even know whose barrel it is, but I'll pick. Well, good luck, Rob. I can't take down this fence with the axe. It's funny how you can take it down with a fire axe or a sledgehammer, but not the splitting axe, which is also a huge axe, the same as the fire axe. But maybe it hasn't got enough oomph behind it. I don't know. Now, if whoever's barrel this is watching, don't start getting all like kind of upset about it. Like I said, I'm only borrowing it. I'll give it back to you at some point. When, however, I can't quite say. Just pop that there for a minute. I'm not going to be stashing any of my gear on stream, obviously, purely for the fact that everyone's going to see where I'm hiding it. So what I'll do is I will, after the stream, just go off and squirrel that barrel away somewhere away from this area. If I'm still alive, that is. This is quite... So I'm not sure if this is being built currently or if it's been dismantled, if someone's been here and dismantled it already. Part of it looks like it's been dismantled, so... Ah, you can use crowbars. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't realise you could use a crowbar. Take the nails out. That's good to know. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, sweet. Won't allow me to do it on that. Do it on this one. Let's do it. I have to go around the other side. It doesn't let you climb over those, does it? Of course it doesn't. Are you talking about the bigger dry bags, Rob, with like the 64 capacity in them, or are you talking about the little small ones? Because I didn't think you could bury the huge dry bags, only the small ones. Maybe you can actually. I can't remember. I haven't buried a dry bag in such a long time. I have to apologise if I'm dismantling someone's hard work. I don't even know if you're building this or if like I said, someone's raided it and dismantled it already, but I'm just going to borrow a few nails as well. Rob, do you know which faction's base this was? It'll be a little bit easier for me to borrow some nails from them if they're a bad faction. Not a good one. If they're a good one, I'll just have to owe them. And I'm good to my word, I'll pay it back. Oh, this is going to be hard work. 10 nails. Of course, it's only 10. We can stack these nails. Space in there. Gonna be forced to eat more meat. Yep. Actually, not that one. I'm not sure about Minecraft starting the Battle Royale, Dave. I'm not sure about that. I think there was another game that started the Battle Royale. I don't think it was Minecraft. There was a game way before Minecraft. Thomas, thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate that. Yeah, I hear you, Rob. Okay, I can hear a zombie getting vexed over there. Is he getting vexed at me or is he just seeing someone else? Okay, there's someone else here. What's that over there? Sort of secret entrance. Okay, so I just heard a zombie getting vexed over there, and he wasn't running at me, he wasn't trying to get at me. That means there's someone else over there aggroing that zombie. Okay, Rob, that's fine. There's a chance of them being online right now, because I just think one of them just turned up. I think one of them just come back. Dump this, put my... Are they shooty kind of guys if I see them? Or are they likely to be the ones that I can talk to? Because I think there's one or maybe some of them around here because that zombie just got vexed and ran after someone. I don't want to be hanging around here trying to get my barrel if one of them's likely to shoot me. Well, that is their barrel I'm stealing, so yeah. They're getting vexed over something. It's possible they'll be shooty, yeah, Rob. Okay, fair enough. I might just be getting paranoid. I definitely heard one of those zombies start like making a load of noise, and I thought it's because he'd saw me or heard me taking the nails out that wall. But then he didn't materialise and he'd run in a totally different direction. That to me makes me think there's someone else in the area. I'll be really careful here. And at the end of the day, I could potentially die now just trying to find where I dumped this barrel. I put it in one of these trees. It's green, so it's going to be camouflaged a little bit, but I can't remember which direction I went in. Because all these trees all look the same. I don't want to go too far down, just in case I get spotted. Yeah. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate the heads up, dude. Holy crap. Goddamn priest just made me just literally shit myself. Oh no. A gun. The priest. How did I actually walk with that barrel? Someone come and stole it back while I was doing that. Taking those nails down. Or I've done a really good job of hiding it in the bushes. I can't even find it myself now. Probably the case. I might just be getting paranoid about what I heard. It's always good to be safe rather than sorry though, I guess. I might just nip away first with this barrel if I can find it, and then just go and stash some stuff up, and then maybe come back for a few more nails. Be a bit cheeky and borrow a few more off them. Because at least if then I do die, I've not lost all my stuff that I've got on me now. I'm gonna try and find this barrel off stream though, because I'm conscious that I'm running out of time here because I need to go off and do something else, and also you guys are going to find this extremely frustrating, the same as I am. But anyway guys, we'll leave the stream there for now. Thanks for everyone who joined tonight. Thanks for all the help and advice as per usual, and I will catch you guys on another stream. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thanks for watching. Catch you later. Bye. Love you.